Hi, I'm Coming.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
So, in today's episode, we will be discussing about what does a conveyance lawyer do. Today, here we have Miss Chloe, who is a conveyancing lawyer. So, Miss Chloe, a quick search up on the definition of conveyancing law is that it involves some aspects of land law, but mainly contract law, that it involves the transfer of title of real property from one person to another. So can you tell us more about it? Is like how is it the law applied in context of our country?
Our reason, of course, would be the law applicable would be Contract Act because basically it's a transaction, so it involves two parties or more, then which will enter into an agreement. Okay, we'll draft an agreement. So the agreement, the law that governs will be Contract Act. Then after that, after we have drafted everything, so the party will be bound to that agreement, so they have to fulfill their obligation. So after that, then the transfer of title comes in. There's where all the national land code, which is our land law, comes in.
Oh, okay, thank you for that. So, like, how did you come into this area of conveyancing?
I completed my law degree, I think, in 2016. After that, I chambered in a law firm, which actually exposed myself in property, like conveyancing. So after that, I found it quite interesting. So I continued to practice for now almost 4 years already.
Oh, almost 4 years. Oh, that's nice. So it's through your privilege that you got exposed to this area, and that it's because it was interesting that you stick to it. So can I ask you that, what is it that you find appealing about this area that makes you stick to this area instead of another?
So more to drafting an agreement. So I found it quite interesting because we will draft the agreement based on the needs of the parties. So I found it quite interesting because it's like not a standard agreement.
Oh, so you mean to say because each agreement is uniquely individual, that's what appeals to you?
Yeah.
Understand. So since you said you already practiced in 4 years in this field, in your opinion, what is the conditions of the market then, in terms of saturation and employability?
So far in Penang, it's quite okay. I mean now in terms of the market, of course, the market now in post MCO is quite slow. So, but a lot of law firms in Penang actually doing real property. So I guess it's quite good. Yeah. Yeah. Work-wise, work opportunity-wise, it's quite good. Yeah, for the future.
Okay, I understand. So how does a day sound like then, a day at work?
A day at work, we deal of course, after just like what I said just now, after we draft the agreement, after both parties signs, of course, not only like that, it will involve land office, stamp office, also will involve that. Then contacting those government department, all those tax things also involved. And then, of course, not only that, conveyancing lawyer actually also involve tenancy agreement also. And then I think that's, I don't know what else.
No, that's okay. Okay. So then I understand in all aspect, as you said, definitely the effect of MCO has affected all business in the sector. So but then I wanted to ask specifically throughout your career, what have been the challenges for you as a conveyancing lawyer if you don't take into account the effects of MCO?
Of course, there are many clients who ask for discount, and then based on our solicitor remuneration order, we are not allowed to give discount. Of course we are allowed, but not more than a certain extent because they have certain percentage stated in the order itself. So so because clients just like us, we will go out, we ask for a discount and all that.
So the challenge you face so far is basically all of us, we like to haggle, and there are clients who specifically haggle for you. I understand. Then besides that, what have been the highlights of your career then? Like, what have been the milestones that make you felt extremely proud as a lawyer?
Extremely proud as a lawyer. Let me think about it. Actually, how do you say like conveyancing also involves like not only like individuals, of course those developers and everything. So actually we found it like when we advise those like developers on the laws involved, on the current issues, like I found it like what's the benefit to them and also to the current market, then I found it like very, yeah, after I managed to advise them I found it quite satisfaction. Yeah.
Understand. Like moving on to personal opinions, like what do you define the success as?
Success. What do you define success?
Like your subjective, your personal opinion on the definition of success.
Of course, if I'm able to open a new firm, then it's considered like a big success to me. Yeah. And then, yeah, career-wise it's like that. Yeah.
But what if like, not to say just open a firm, but more personal, like I understand like when you want to become a lawyer it's because you want to earn money, like aside from that, do you have anything else like?
Besides from earning money, kind of, actually it's the sense of satisfaction, like whenever you, how to say, whenever you help that person, like not to say how, okay, legally represent that person, like after I completed that file, like every party satisfied with my service, actually I found it like very, yeah, this is why I continue to become a conveyancing lawyer.
So is the satisfaction of having represented your clients that they are, not to say maybe you win the case on, but maybe you get a favourable decision for them?
Yeah, because this one conveyancing is like not like court and litigation matter which like, you know, that party like win or lost, no, there's not. So mainly it's like yeah, as long the transaction is completed, then all the parties, I would say like all the parties, like developer, individuals, like even I representing the purchaser, then even the vendor, I also feel like, you know, all the parties, they are satisfied with the service that I found. Okay.
So from there, can I ask like, what skills or qualities do a person needs to like achieve that?
I think the most important one would be like the communication skill, because not only like the developers, the bank, because it also involves like just like what I said just now, like those like government departments. So you also need to communicate with them. Sometimes we have like certain time restrictions, so we have to deal with them properly so that we can get our things done. Yeah.
Understand. So where do you see yourself then, like in maybe 5 to 10 years time from now?
I will try to, of course I will try to open for that's like one thing. And then another thing is that because actually I've been practicing conveyancing like 4 years already, so I'm trying to injure myself into like some other field, like for example like litigation. Also like it's not to learn something new, which is like I think is better. Hopefully it's not too late. Like already 4 years in practice. Yeah. So hopefully it's not too late to learn something like different area. For example like civil.
Then does the idea of litigation scare you?
Sorry?
Like because like conveyancing is there's communication, but mostly it's on like office level like that.
Yes.
Then litigation there is the office level, but then you also have to represent your client in the court. Does the idea
like
scare you?
more to, yeah, kind of like because we have to represent our client in the court itself. So it's like more to like win or loss, but not about negotiation. So it's not about like litigation, like to settle the thing. So yeah, that's why I didn't get myself involved in litigation after I finished my degree. So I choose conveyancing.
I see. So moving on to our last and final question, do you have any advice you would personally like to give to aspiring law students or current young lawyers? Like back in your position, what words would you like to hear back then for you to stay passionate and motivated?
Yeah, actually law itself is very, very important. I know many conveyancing lawyers actually, including myself also, sometimes I forgot that actually everything also we must refer to the law itself, because we tend to forget, because like conveyancing, everything not standard, but everything like those agreement, like some actually previously actually already drafted and everything. So we tend to forget that actually why is this derived from, like this one is actually very basic, like offer acceptance considerations actually is inside the sale and purchase agreement. So what are the those things like actually time is of essence, everything actually contains in the contract act is the basic of everything. Even though I think even in other area, like for example like litigation area also, contract act itself is very, very important. And then of course for if you would like to practice involve yourself in conveyancing, of course those other acts like tax also very important, because not only like income tax, real property scheme tax also very important. So yeah, but those like basic things still contract act and stuff. So I found it very, very important. Like at first when I like after 2 or 3 years, I forgot. Yeah, I need to refer everything back to the contract act. So I found it like I need to refer back to that instead of referring to like call those like how's this thing, like is it okay, is it acceptable, but actually no, like everything I need to protect my client, I need to refer back to the contract act itself. So I would advise like law students, please master your contract act. Contract law.
I understand. Alright, that comes to the end of our interview. Thank you so much for your time, Ms. Hui.
Thank you.